Qigong is more on the self, working with the self. Medical Qigong is more group cultivation. It's when somebody works with somebody else or on someone else. In the case of InfiniChi, I will work on somebody, but I'm not doing anything other than being more of a conduit for that energy transference to happen between that person and the world inside and outside of them. They could just as well give themselves what they need through their own self-cultivation. They just happen to be on the table and allowing me to help them do that. So it's the same kind of things going on, but it's therapeutic. You get to relax, you get to have a relationship with somebody else, and it becomes a little bit more exponential that way. Like I said, energy work, medical Qigong is one of the oldest therapies in our cultural history, Chinese medicine, and provided, again, the energetic foundation for everything else that we practice. Since InfiniChi relies on this transference of energy, that is required to practice to know the inner workings of before you can do the same with something physical, a needle, place it, make it happen, and let it be, moving on to the next needle or the custom herbal prescription. All of these things are affecting physical and energetic change in the body. And medical Qigong, and especially InfiniChi, is just the focus on that energetic transference without being so attached to the physical way that that's taken place. So eclectic therapies are best. Getting your acupuncture, getting your herbs, supplementing with InfiniChi, doing just InfiniChi, however you want to do it will be the right road for you and will be figured out with your practitioner. Some people get everything, the whole kit and caboodle, the whole thing, and that's just right for them. Some people, no matter how much we beg and plead, just don't like the idea of needles. And InfiniChi is a great substitute. There's no physical sensation from outside the body. That said, when you're on the table getting a treatment, you might feel things. You might feel temperature changes. You might feel your body getting bigger or smaller, you know, maybe movements through space. You might feel emotional, and you also might feel nothing at all. And that doesn't mean that nothing is happening. So you may experience something physical. You might experience something emotional. Something, you know, you might get a vision. I've had a lot of my patients see things, and I don't plant images. It's just what needs to happen for that patient. So it's a very special experience because the relationship for the whole treatment is unbroken. As you know, during an acupuncture, the exchange happens with the needles, and then the practitioner leaves the room, which is fine, it works. But InfiniChi is, again, a more focus on this more subtle energy, this more subtle transfer, and having that connection unbroken the whole 30 minutes is really nice. You can, at least with me, and different practitioners do it differently, experience maybe a guided visualization while the energies are being manipulated, say with my hands, while patient and practitioner are aligning their minds together on a color, on a movement, on an idea, and change is affected over that course of time. And again, this is all customized. The color that might be selected to, say, strengthen an organ, a guided visualization, just generally help calm people, because a lot of people, you know, rush here straight from work and need that first before you can really start getting into the deeper work. So again, every session is custom, and every sequence is custom. You know, I might say, we should meet each other once a week, you know, for 4 weeks, and then we'll reevaluate, much like is experienced with your acupuncture. So the logistics are very similar to a lot of the other Chinese medical therapies you're all experiencing, but the actual experience on the table, feeling the energy, and again, you might feel nothing at all, it's all very normal. So I like to tell patients that, so that if they feel, you know, like their feet start waggling around, that's okay. Sometimes that's just, you know, stress relieving themselves, and that tends to be the physical feeling that might come on more than others, more often.